Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of I Dare You TV. Today, I am doing my makeup with my mom. 50 wear. Okay, let's get into this look. All right, so what we starting with? What kind of look you want to do?
Very light.
Of course.
No, I'm how I am. Very light.
Okay, so are we doing a look for work, like we meeting with a client, or are we doing makeup for like girls' night out, or
I would probably say me with the client.
me with client? Okay.
Very
So
light.
we're gonna do a natural look.
Very
like 15
natural.
minutes.
I'm not a makeup
Basically
person.
nothing for her. But we're gonna do this. Let me show y'all our bags first before everything get messy. Okay, so before we start, I'm gonna put my hair up.
Yeah, me too.
Because I need it out the way. Okay. And Mom, we're gonna have a conversation. I have some questions for you. So I just want you to, share your spill. I have not moisturized my face yet.
Okay.
Normally what I like to do, I like to spray this. I don't know what this is called. Mario Badescu. It's like a rose water with aloe and herbs facial spray. So I spray this on my face first. Okay.
Because I normally use just vitamin C on my face, and I already put a little bit, but I'll take a little bit. Let's see what that is.
So refreshing. Okay.
Being that you're here, you want me to like do my own thing, or you want me to like try to follow? Yeah, do what you normally do. I normally put this on first before I do anything.
What's that?
This is just Vaseline.
Oh yeah.
For my lips.
Okay. So I'm gonna use this little ball that I got from Dollar Tree. Moisturize your lips, ladies. Okay. So I'll do dry, crusty lips. Do my face and my brows at the same time. So I'm using my Filtered Sets loose powder.
Now, dear, you know I don't do makeup, so I don't even know what all you about to do. I just
want to follow what I'm doing?
I mean, I don't have everything you have, but normally
This is this.
But I use that for last. I didn't know I'm supposed to use that first.
You don't have to. I use it because my skin is oily. Your skin not oily, right?
No, it's true.
Yeah, I usually do this first because it is like a... It's like a primer for me.
Grip this.
See, like, watch. I just take the powder brush, the powder, and then when I put this on, it like take down the shine immediately. And then I put my makeup on top of it. It's concealer.
I normally put my concealer on first.
Okay, go ahead. I'm about to do the same thing.
Okay.
But I need to do my brows. You already got your brows.
You know what I just realized? So, for us of age women, and we wear reading glasses, I have to use a magnifying mirror to put on my makeup. So I can't see up close. Yeah, see, I couldn't see what was going on up close.
Okay, so you say you do your concealer first.
Yes.
You know what? I started recently doing that just to cut down the time on my makeup.
This is my first time using this, so I hope I'm doing it right.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. You did it exactly how I do it. So we're using the lifted concealer. Mine is empty, but hers is full. This is the lifted concealer from Dare Glam Beauty. All right,
and what brush do you normally use to blend it?
I actually use my foundation brush. This one. So
this one.
Real quick.
Okay. You want me to wait for you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Wait, is that the only place you put your concealer?
Yeah. Where else you put it?
I also, because there's always a evening shadow right here.
Not for me.
Yeah,
but I'll put it. I'll do what you tell me to do. But
because when you do your,
I feel like I'm doing too much when I have this everywhere.
Mhm.
First of all, I've never even put it anywhere other than here.
You want to highlight your main.
Clearly, y'all, I don't do makeup. So I'm
Definitely
doing
want
this
to get
like a
that shadow.
mustache.
Yeah. And then the center of your chin.
Sure, that's why you get that wax or use laser hair removal and you won't have no shadow. Let me see. Do I have it in the right place? You said.
No, I said the center.
Oh.
You gotta make it whole. So when you put your concealer and make whatever area that is and make it look bigger. So you're gonna make
I'm
your
ready.
whole chin.
I need to get this off.
Okay.
Am I doing it right?
Hold on. Let me just highlight real quick and do this.
What you highlighted up there for? I need to highlight there too?
Yeah. Right in the middle of your forehead.
Down to my nose?
Nose bridge. It's just like adding definition to your features. So like when the light hit it.
Do I want this on my eyebrows? I have microblading done to my eyebrows.
I like my brows to look
and
like they're wax. So that's why I do this.
Oh, my brow brush is in. I don't think I have it in here.
You don't need it. Just okay. So let me show you. When you take that out, wipe it.
I did.
And then all you doing is just going around your brow.
I just feel like I don't want to get that on my hairs.
That's what I'm saying. Don't touch the hair. Just go underneath.
I like to pull mine up and make sure. Some over here.
Use the side. Turn it to the side and winning it. So see how the brush is like a point?
Mm-hmm.
So turn it to the side. I use the point, yeah.
Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat.
Go ahead and finish. Okay, y'all, just so you know, I was basically introduced to the beauty industry because of her. She was a hairstylist, a cosmetologist. I used to always tell people, my mom is a cosmetologist. Okay, they ain't know what I was talking about. But tell us what inspired you to get into the cosmetology industry.
Having 3 daughters will inspire you because you got to do hair all day, every day. Like 3 daughters.
What was that like for you?
Girl, I could not wait. In my mind, I couldn't wait because you was the oldest to start doing their hair.
You was like,
but I don't think you ever caught on to that. Like that.
Wait, what you mean?
Doing your sister's hair.
I thought I had to do their hair.
I don't recall you doing it like that.
Yes, you used to recruit me sometimes. Like, there, can you put their hair in the ponytail?
Right, but
like you would have me rebrush and put the knockers.
Well, if you did it, you probably just did like a you didn't do it every day. Like it wasn't your everyday job.
Yeah.
So I was like, then I start basically experimenting with y'all heads. Braids, crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started feeling like I want to do other stuff. So I decided to go to cosmetology school to learn other things. I don't even know if I'm doing this eye right, child. Am I doing this right?
Yeah. But see, I like to use like the outer rim to get underneath here.
That's what I'm doing. Look.
And like, yeah.
You doing it. You want to wipe it or
like
dab it?
You can dab and wipe at the same time. So like tapping it all the way across. It's about to use Dare Glam Beauty Polish Foundation. She has the old one because I don't do makeup. But I'm gonna do the dab on both cheeks forehead and chin, and then just keep tapping all over.
I want me to do my nose.
Oh yeah, the nose too. But whatever, like I try to hit the areas that don't have anything yet, and then whatever's left, I go over the concealer.
Oh.
Okay, so you said you started doing hair because you had to do art.
Oh, yes. 3 girls.
So,
And then I just fell in love with doing hair.
yeah.
And I did it for, oh my gosh, seemed like 15 years. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah.
So what would you say, well, obviously starting to do hair was, the reason was because you had girls, but you had to understand or know some type of hustle when you started doing hair, like because you was always busy with it. Where do you think
you know
got...
what? I didn't even think about that part of it because it was just something that I love to do. So I never really looked at any ups and downs of having a hustle because I was very good at what I did. So I made good money. I mean, back then to make $2,000 a week was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the market is today, but I made good money.
So basically, you didn't even realize you was hustling. You was just doing your thing.
I was just, I
it's
had
what
clients, and I showed up, they showed up.
Yeah. But where do you think that hustle came from, like, for you to keep it going for 15 years?
Well, I had a family. I had to worry about us, me and my children. So that was motivation in itself.
True.
Being the caregiver. I don't know if I have this blended all the way.
It's very blended. It looks like your skin.
It does?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so now
I never put that much. But I feel like this concealer, right? See, I feel like this is where I add more foundation. But see, I can still see it's not covered.
Okay, do the concealer and say it.
No, I feel like I have too much of that already.
Because if you add more foundation, only thing it's gonna do is give you that same look. So just do because what you...
No, I'm saying it doesn't look blended under there. So normally, see, I don't normally use concealer.
That's good. Right.
I normally just use full coverage.
That's good right there. Okay, and then that one brush that you was telling me that you like to use, do that and then just like tap it.
I had a small brush too. I can't get it right.
And then when you put that powder, that's gonna give you the coverage that you're looking for. Because this is what I do. With that same brush that you like, that pointy one, I take the powder.
What you did?
You see? Okay. I just tap the tip of it. And then you just keep tapping it like how you doing right there, and it will blend itself out.
See, I guess I never use the powder because I'm always scared I'm going to get it in my eye. I'm not that precise with makeup.
I'm not going to get it in your eye. The same way you're doing that.
I know, but this is not powder. This is a cream. You can use
that brush right there.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Press it that whole area where you apply the concealer.
This is too big.
So then go with the smaller one. You might be comfortable with that. The reason why I like using the big one because it blends it faster. Like I just put the whole thing on there and be done quick.
See, now I don't. This has that powder look that I don't like.
Mm-hmm. So then take the big one and sweep it away. But don't add no more powder. You said you want to do pink.
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you how to do that.
Palettes.
The 2020 vision. No, right here, so I'm not sure.
Oh shoot, I didn't tap. Dang it. This is what happens when you don't tap. I forgot to tap. Oh my god, it's way too much.
So what you would do in that situation is grab that fluffy brush and just sweep it and it'll soften it.
Girl, I did not tap. You want me to kill you? Are they matching? They they sisters. They not
Yeah.
twins.
But you wanted to stay that bold, or do you?
I'm gonna tone it down with this other pink.
What other pink?
This one.
Okay. That's gonna make it more bold. But you can tap that right
See,
in the
it
middle.
softens it.
Yeah. Right. All right. That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna I meant to do this first. I like to put the brown in the crease.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna tell you. I use this. Let me do it how I do it, cause
Yeah. I like to do it backwards because then I don't have to work so hard trying to blend them.
and then I take the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put a little in the corner. Just like that. Then I take this.
You want to go to another color with that?
I'm looking for my highlight at the top.
You know, under your brow?
No, yeah. I normally just do a little light.
You can use this one.
Mix it in.
Or the one in the manifold palette that look like it. Like one of these. You can even mix this with the gold. This one and this one. It'll give you that. I'll skip over that one.
What do you mean?
Because my...
How is that?
That's a lot. Take this one. The one that you use for under your eyes. Use that and yeah.
Well, I hadn't done it. I hadn't blended yet.
Okay. Okay, so we were talking about your hustle, and you said your hustle came from you just needing to take care of your family. Did you come from a family of entrepreneurs?
No. My mom worked on the same job for over 18 years and retired from that job. So
you didn't have any examples of.
no. I mean, but she did have a second job, so. And I guess that's why I wanted to make sure that I had me and my children, if not in a similar situation or even better. I mean, we never grew up in the, no offense to anyone, but we never grew up in the projects or anything. We always lived in a house.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that I had the same for my children. But there was a moment in life where we did live in apartments. I didn't like apartment living, but we did live in
You talking
apartments.
about off of 54? What's that?
We lived in
Bent Pine? Was it
Bent Pines for a brief moment. But I thank you because
I remember that.
met
That was
some
so quick.
good, friends, lifetime friends from there. But we also lived in, I want to think it's called Hidden Cove. I think that's what it's called, off of 37th Street. Before you get to 30th Avenue, I think that's what it's called. Hidden Cove, yeah. A lot of people probably lived in there, but yeah. Those are only two apartments that I can remember that we lived in. But, no, we didn't come from, entrepreneur.
Did you think that you would? No, you said what inspired you was having daughters to do hair.
Yeah.
But before that, what did you want to be when you wanted to grow up?
An accountant. Believe it or
Really?
not. Okay.
When did
At
you
a
know?
very, very early age, I actually wanted to be a teacher. 'Cause I was always in the neighborhood trying to teach my friends. I always had the supplies to be trying to run the show, honey. You know, that takeover spirit of being a teacher and teaching. And so after I had children, I didn't no longer have the patience to be a teacher.
Because that reality check kicked
in quick. Because I did not want to go deal with other people's children all day and come home and deal with my own. Not that I had unruly children.
Yes, because we were angels.
I wouldn't say that, but I had a stern hand on you guys, so you didn't, you weren't that way. So
you had no problems.
No, I didn't have those problems. None. Look, for you, honey, you and Shamara, I would get calls from y'all teachers saying, "Oh, it's such a delight to have Dershawn in my class, but she's just so talkative."
Which is crazy because I'm not talkative at all. Like now,
well,
you gotta squeeze it out of me,
right?
But
you ain't have no problem back then.
I'm getting better.
Yeah. What are we on?
Somebody had no problem back then. You ready for lashes?
Oh Lord, you
gotta blend it.
I don't look together yet.
Hold on, let's do this one right here. Let me show you. Grab this palette. And then tap this one right here.
This one?
Yeah. So go like this. Like blend it inward from the outside in. Because you got like a patch right here, but just push it. You get what I'm saying? Is that helping?
I guess. How's that?
Close. Go down. Yeah. And now this side needed.
I did it.
Yeah.
That's all. Clearly, these hands are not like yours, honey. And you didn't say press, you said
I
sweet.
didn't. Yeah, I did say that. Okay.
Am I
so
blended? Am I good? Am I even?
You're okay.
I
I'm
still
gonna.
feel like I got on too much concealer. Like it's too light under here.
Hold on. It's about to make sense in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, let's put your lashes on.
Oh Lord, dear.
Because my glue about to dry.
I'm not with it. I don't.
You don't know how to do it?
tweezers? Yeah, with tweezers.
I'm gonna show you so you don't have to rely on those.
Oh Lord,
You have glue?
my hand not that steady. No, but you do.
No, it's not dry.
Oh Lord,
It's okay.
because I don't normally wear lashes.
Okay. Probably get cut 'em. So hold it like this, with your thumb on top and your pointer finger underneath.
That feels weird to me. I got to do it like this.
It's not gonna go on right though.
They look like they fit. They look short.
They do fit, but what I'm saying is, in order for you to get it close, super close, you're gonna have to hold it like this. And the reason why is because, so take this mirror and bring it to where it can be underneath you. Put it in your lap. Like, hold on. Yeah. What you want to do is, instead of going in like this, come down at an angle. Yeah.
These fit, so where's the glue?
Right, but when you put it on, you want it to be super close to your lashes.
So I'm
like
practicing right now?
Yeah. But it look like you got it. Because once you stick it right there, then all you're going to do is push the corners. Yeah. You got it. All you missing is glue.
This is going to be a whole nother story with this glue on here. I hope I ain't going to get this glue every which way.
No, you're not.
Child, and one of my lashes about to come out right now. I probably need to just go and pull that out the way because it look like it's about to go in my eye.
I'll pull it out. All right, so remember, look down.
Okay. I feel like I'm getting some on this other lash.
So go up, over and above it. Like coming down at an angle.
But it feel like it's bending up in the middle.
What you mean?
Where I got my finger at.
That's all I'm saying. If you hold it like this, you can come down like
That's
this.
why I'm trying to
look. You can come over your lash extensions. Just make sure the middle is on first before you worry about the corners. Once that middle is stuck, then pick the corners up and lift them up over. And bring them down. Victory belongs to Jesus. Who can stand? No one. You got it. No. Is it close? Nobody can.
It feel like it's on my eye. Weird.
Okay, so that corner one, push it up like this. Yeah. Yeah, you just take your finger and push it up. It'll go up to the root where it need to go. You can pinch it too. That little part probably needs to be pinched. Down there. That corner probably just needs a little more pushing. The outside.
I don't feel like it got nothing on it.
I'm pinching it. See if that'll.
I pinched it right off.
You want to try tapping it with this? You got it on there.
Okay,
Good.
let's get to the next one. You know what I thought about when you was talking about entrepreneur?
Mm-hmm.
I did also I don't know, it seemed like I also always had a like a second job at some point. I don't know. Because I remember working for Flagship Capital. I was like wholesale mortgage processor. I was 19 at the time. And what I thought about, you know, now that I can look back and reflect, like, I think young people, when they get into corporate world, you should definitely focus on giving, oh, that's where I got to go down. Or, having contributions to your 401k. I know back then, I made the mistake of thinking I wanted all my money up front. I didn't want anything taken out of my check. So I didn't contribute to my 401k when I was younger.
When you was at the Flagship place?
Younger at all. I didn't really start till late in life.
Oh.
And that's a mistake, or I should say regret, that I have. Because what we don't realize, and no one told me this, is that is your retirement fund.
Even with your mom working for that job for, you said 30 years?
Almost 18.
Oh, 18. I'm going to get 30.
What, did she tell me about it? No. No,
Was she contributing to hers?
Not that I know of. I'm not sure. These are conversations that we should be having with our young ladies and young men. And I didn't have a conversation with y'all because I just didn't know. Yeah. I'm just going through life, living and trying to learn as I go. But if I have something to tell my younger self and my then younger children, go to college. Further your education. And because that's something I didn't get to do. I didn't get to experience college life. And that was one of my regrets as well. You know, having you as a freshman and having the mother that I did, it wasn't the journey that I was able to take. to go to college.
Look, you just grab it like this and push it up. Is the other one on?
It's alright.
Is that okay? Good. Is the middle on? Yeah. That's it. Okay, so remember when you said you felt like the under was empty? Your under eye.
Yeah.
So this is the step that's gonna make this look complete. But keep talking.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna grab this brush right here.
Angle.
Yep.
So yeah, I had actually presented it to my mom. Like, hey, let me go to college. Let me go, enroll, get settled. Because I was a great...
How old were you?
I was a great student. I was like an A student all through school. So it wouldn't be a problem for me to get in college.
Mm-hmm.
So I started applying. And
you talking about when you was a senior?
She was basically like, why are you applying? Because you had a baby now, so you can't go to college. And I was like, well, let me just go get settled and I can find daycare and then I'll come back and get her. Like, it won't be long. Like, literally, I was asking for grace of a semester.
Mm-hmm.
And,
hold on.
Literally, I was asking for grace of at least a semester just so I can go and, find daycare. It wasn't like I was trying to leave you. I was just trying to go and get what I needed to get you in daycare so I can go to school. Because I definitely wanted you there with me. But I didn't have that supportive mom that I needed at the time in my life. But hey, maybe, that wasn't my journey. I would have loved to experience what it was like. I didn't experience prom. I didn't experience homecoming. I didn't experience college. These are just things I just didn't get to experience. And I don't have regrets of having a child. I just have regrets of probably, because I could have probably still participated in those things, but I chose to, be at work or, do other things that were responsible things that I just put the fun stuff aside. Like, it's not really that important to me. But now that I look back, I probably could have still did it, but I didn't. So, nevertheless.
What? You going into...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, just think about your future as far as like investing in yourself, because you're going to need to have something to fall back on later. Like, for instance, I had to come out of the hair industry at the time that I did because of unforeseen circumstances. I had an emergency medical condition that I had emergency surgery for. So I ended up losing all my clients after being, basically bedridden for like 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that. That was in Orlando.
Yeah, I remember.
By the way, which I didn't even talk about why we moved to Orlando.
Yeah. While you're talking, we're going to grab this shade right here.
This one? And do what?
Just
again?
tap it right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, press it. Mm-hmm. And then tap it off. And you're going to go underneath.
I was going to use my eyeliner for that.
You can do that too. But try this first and see if you like it. But just like press across like that.
So you using the tip for going towards the outside?
Uh-huh. I'm just pressing.
That looks weird to me, so I'm going to do mine the opposite. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to use this in place of an eyeliner.
You don't have no line. Try to scoop it up again. It can be in place of an eyeliner or together with it. But see if you like it without it first, and then...
Are you dragging it or are you tapping?
I'm like pressing it across. Like stamping it on.
Blend it, look like it blend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cause I can't see.
You can't see it? You look like you have eyeliner on right now.
Not to me.
Like a brown eyeliner. Is this on the magnifying side?
Yeah. I still can't see it that good. But yeah, we moved to Orlando when you were going into high school.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to change the scenery to give you guys better opportunities in life. And I felt like, I don't know, in St. Pete, I just felt like people weren't as motivated to do good in life for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it was my environment from what I see. And I just felt like I didn't want y'all to get caught up in things that got caught up in a young age, like fighting for one. And
Fighting?
I mean,
You're fighting?
yeah, I was fighting. Not that I wanted to, but for whatever reason.
Seems to be the culture.
That
in St.
seemed to be
Pete.
the norm. You know.
Yeah.
You dealt with it. So
In middle school, it's like everybody wanted to fight me. What? Why are we fighting? First of all,
Right.
what you wanted to fight me for? I'm here to learn.
maybe flip your hair out a certain way.
Yeah. Well, I will say that I appreciate you making that decision. Like, how long were you even thinking about that? And how long did it take you to make that decision? Was it just like an abrupt thing, like a light bulb came on, or was it something you had been contemplating for a while?
I mean, it had been thoughts, but I never really like pushed the issue. Well, that's not true because I think I was about 19 or 20 when I attempted to move to Atlanta. You remember that? But it seemed like when I got there, I could never find a decent place. And I wasn't going to live in anything. That's just not what I was going to do. I never lived in any old thing before, and I wasn't going to go up there and do it. So I think I was up there for, I don't know, a couple months, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't find anything, so I came back. So, and I guess I just revisited the idea again, but instead of going that far, my sister lived in Orlando at the time, so I said, hey, she had been trying to get me to move there anyway, so
Yeah.
I said, you know what, this is a good opportunity. You get ready to go into high school, so let me transition you before, you even start high school in St. Pete, so that's how
that was a great choice.
And plus, at the time, I had my nephew.
That's right.
And a boy. I didn't want him to deal with the things that was going on in the schools and the fighting and the, a young man. I just wanted to just change the scenery. Yeah. So,
but it's crazy. Little did you know, we came here and it was the same scenario at Edgewater. I was just like,
oh, in Orlando?
Yes.
Right.
But it still was better. Now looking back, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad she did that. Cause praise God.
Yes.
My mom making a great decision.
I think you got this brush, so I'm going to
Yes. So we're going to go with the contour and the Manifold palette.
See, now I use this for my all over at the end. That's what I use this for. What I use I use this for my what you talking about, contouring, which I don't contour, but for my blush. I use this for my blush.
Okay, I want to see how you do that.
I always like to see like new things. What do you use for blush? Because I
So
actually
this right here for you, I would do this and this mixed together, lightly though. So what you just scooped up, that could be for both your cheeks.
really.
I use this for my blush.
I don't see nothing coming on.
You doing contour?
Clearly, I don't know.
I thought you meant that you take this and you, cause this, look, let me show you how to do my blush. So this fat part right here,
Excuse me,
what,
everyone.
Excuse me.
PSA, I've never taken I Dare You beauty class, okay? Because I just haven't been into makeup, so I don't wear makeup. So, yes, I'm probably using the wrong brushes, but
I like how you're using it. So if you want to continue doing that, take that and let me show you what I would do. Smile. Like this. You look in the mirror? Like brushing it from the apple of the cheek up instead of right here.
Oh.
Because right here where you were doing that, that's where your contour will go.
Oh.
So this is what I would use this one for, what you were doing.
I don't see nothing coming on this brush.
It's on there. Don't do too much.
Like, I see some on here, but I don't see nothing on this one. You see something?
Because of that light.
Okay. So it's there.
It's there.
Okay, so I didn't see you do contour.
Okay, because I was trying to do blush with you. So contour, I do this. What you were just doing with that brush.
Like wait, which one did you use? No.
I like to blend all three of these together. But for you, you can do, yeah, them too. Yep.
So it's funny that I be trying to get rid of that dark right there. I don't be want to.
That's what makes your face look slimmer.
Oh, well, I definitely
having a shadow right there is what slims the face down.
How is it? I feel like I don't have no blush on this side. Look,
you don't.
Oh, not yet, made it.
On camera, you can't see. Let me see something. Yeah. But you're also adding it to your contour. So I'm gonna show you how to fix that.
Okay, so this one and this.
Okay, so you did.
That?
Yes. Now, grab your foundation brush right here, and just tap right here because it looked like you just not coming for this
on both sides.
You paused it. Okay. Ooh, this battery about to die already. Okay, but we almost done. We just gotta do our lip. And oh, let me see what you did. Yeah. You probably gotta blend it a little bit more though. Can you see it? What I'm talking about? Right here, you got like a spot. Grab your foundation brush.
I did that already.
Looks good. Okay. So now what I like to do, because I like my cheekbones, like the high part, I like it to look a little shiny. So I take this brush and add a little bit of shimmer right here.
You talking about the brush I use for my...
Yeah. But you can also do one of these too if you want, because you're not using these at all.
Because I don't know what to use them for. Let me see. So what I would...
Okay, Mom. So what would you tell a young mom right now that is losing hope right now? A single mother, even a teenage mother. Like, what advice would you give her?
I would advise her to utilize her resources as far as like, if Section 8 is available, utilize it. If food stamps is available, utilize it. But what she doesn't want to do is get stuck on the financial system. She wants to figure out what she's passionate about as far as the career, because after hair, I went into the mortgage side of the corporate world. And it was something that I loved. And I have been there for the last 14 years. When I wake up in the morning and go to my job, it's something that I love to do. I'm passionate about it. I love helping, get a borrower to the table, get the keys to their dream home. I utilize Section 8. Until I was self-sufficient enough where I didn't need it, I wrote them a letter. And I told them I no longer needed their services. And, to give this to a young lady, that needed it more than I did. This doesn't look like the lip gloss.
It's not. So you're doing that first and then putting the gloss on.
Okay, so I'm doing this on both lips?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
so
press it together.
I was in a position where I could write
Why are you looking at that one?
Section 8. I'm licking it? Where I'm licking it at?
You and Auntie Tia do that.
Where am I licking it at? I'm not licking
your
it.
tongue coming out.
I'm not. My tongue is, no, it's not.
Come on, like this. Yes. Okay, now you're not doing it. Why your tongue coming out?
I don't know.
Like a darn puppy or
So,
something.
yes,
And then this, tap it in the middle, and then press your lips together.
just like this.
No, like
That's all I need.
a little bit, like in the middle, all the way across.
Oh,
Not all the way across, but like right down the end of the part. And then pop, pop, pop. Yes.
that's probably why I be on my tongue. Look,
You know what?
I don't. That's why I'm eating it. So yes, get yourself in a position where you can give back the resources so someone else can use them. Yeah. So I was, that was, a good feeling when I was able to write them a letter and saying, hey, I don't even know if that's something that other people have done, but I was led, it was put on my heart to do it. So that's what I did. Like, please give this certificate to somebody else, because I can pay my own rent. And so I've been moving along ever since. So I said I was, in the mortgage industry. 14 years I've been a mortgage closer. Love, 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 love it. But in recent months, I decided to segue into being a real estate agent, and that's where I am today. My faith, yes. So I'm back into being an entrepreneur, and I can't lie, it's scary. I'm 50 now, so to go from 50.
Thank y'all so much for watching this video. How did you enjoy this moment?
I enjoyed it.
Not that I enjoyed it. Listen, life is life. We got grandkids running around screaming.
Clearly.
This lady is a whole grandma of 8. Did you know you was going to be a grandmother of 8?
No. 8.
8. Wow. This is how I want to look.
They are all blessings.
Amen.
Amen. Yes.
So we hope y'all enjoyed this video. Is there anything that you would like to leave with any type of encouragements?
Follow your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Be passionate. Be persistent. And just, don't lose sight of that. Because you're not going to have peace in what you're doing or what you're trying to do unless you're passionate about what it is you're doing. So